We've gotten used to seeing bare midriffs and short skirts, tattoos and piercings in places that make you shudder.
But the world has not gone totally crazy. There are some among us that still consider modest ways to be a blessing to themselves and to those around them.
They claim that standing their ground on what they wear gives them the power, and they're not who you think they are. They're local teenagers, and they claim power in control. There was a time in society when the sight of a girl's ankle was said to cause young men to swoon. Well, times have changed, but some people think that attitudes of modesty, so often abandoned in the name of progress, are an important part of a complete wardrobe.
You represent yourself in the way that you dress, and if you dress immodestly and show yourself, people get the wrong ideas about you. Even if that's not how you are, people will still make their own ideas and judgments about you. And it's really important to be modest so that people don't think the wrong things about you and that you can just be yourself.
Most girls dress immodestly because that's what's out there, and I think it takes a lot of confidence to not do what is the in thing. I think it shows a lot of self-respect, and I think it's very important.
Some of these young women recently participated in a fashion show staged at a popular retail store.
For hosting this fashion show for us again. We are so thankful to them for their support of Modesty.
I met with Kim Simino, who's the manager at Nordstrom South Coast Plaza, with a couple of other interested parents, and we put out the idea of having a fashion show at Nordstrom South Coast Plaza promoting modest formal wear and modest casual wear.
Fashions were gathered from various sources and represented many styles, but each one had something in common. They were all modest, revealing no more than the wearer wanted to reveal. Issues of modesty seem to affect girls more than boys, but boys are not without their ideas.
I personally really appreciate it when girls cover up. I know you're not really supposed to judge a book by its cover, but I don't know, it gives me more respect for the girl. If she can respect herself enough to cover up, I think it definitely shows that they have more respect for themselves.
Modesty has always been an issue in our schools, but has become more of a focus recently with the current trend of low-cut pants and midriff-bearing tops.
I think that having a dress code is very important, and adhering to those policies is critical. We have to be consistent across the board from school to school, grade level to grade level, and they have to be enforced. It takes a team effort. It takes moms and dads to understand there's a policy out there. It takes teachers in the classroom to recognize somebody that may not be dressed appropriately. It takes administrators to follow up on those students that aren't dressed appropriately and get the message out there that, hey, this is an institution of learning. This is not a fashion show.
While many may feel controlled by fashion trends and willingly embrace the next great idea, some girls feel they need to remain in control.
I think that if I had the choice and I knew about the differences, I'd probably choose being modest over not. I think because it's different. Not everyone dresses modestly, and there's the crowd to follow, and if you don't follow them and you're different, I think that's good.
Modesty, it kind of comes down to self-respect for me, because if I respect my body enough, I'll cover it up, and when you have self-respect, others will respect you too, because they see how you wear, how you dress, and they know you care.
I don't even think about it. You go shopping, and if it isn't my standard, I don't buy it. If you look at someone and you look at their clothes, you can kind of see what kind of person they are.
In a world where image seems to be more important than reality, it's good to see that for some of our young people, image is not as important as being in control.
For some people, it's controversial because they think that because we want modest clothes, we're kind of we look down on them for not wearing modest clothes, but it's not like that at all. It's totally just self-choice.
They've got courage. I'm impressed with those kids.
You know what? They are impressive and very determined. It's good to see teenagers that can think for themselves.